Hello, welcome to this podcast. I'm Amelia from Creepy X Universe, and today we've got Ryan on the podcast.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, you?
I'm alright, thank you. Got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, I've got questions for you.
Oh, joy. Today we're going to be talking about cosplay, as it's something that we've both experienced. So my first one is, how did you feel when you first cosplayed? Like, what was your emotions?
I was quite excited to do it because it was something new. Obviously, my first one wasn't properly... It wasn't something that was eye-catching, but my second one, I feel like, was a bit more eye-catching.
I quite liked your first one.
Yeah, but not if you weren't a wrestling fan, people wouldn't notice, so, you know.
I had no idea who you were.
Exactly.
And I couldn't remember either. I mean, is it something you want to do more regularly, or?
I would love to do it more regularly.
Like, as a day-to-day thing, would you ever, like, dress up randomly and just go out shopping?
Not randomly.
Why not?
Because me going into the shop dressed as a character, people would just stare at me even more.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, but
You can do it. I believe
I
in
don't
you.
think I could do that yet. Not yet.
But build up the confidence.
Yeah, I've got to build up confidence.
Yeah.
What was it like doing it with me? Because obviously,
I quite enjoyed it.
Did you?
It felt a bit weird because where I've been cosplaying for so long, having someone that's never really done it that much felt a bit weird because I'm so used to just having the confidence of dressing up and just leaving the house, and I felt like you needed a bit of a prep. Like, we've got this.
Well, yeah, because obviously it was my first time, especially with makeup. It's a bit confusing.
I remember the nerves. I remember when I first went to Comic-Con and I was so nervous. Even though everyone in the room was like dressed up, I was so scared.
Yeah, but Comic-Con's a bit different to the town centre.
That's true. I remember I walked out not so long ago with my other cosplaying friend who does it on the daily basis. It was like one of my very first times, and I was like, what am I doing? I was so scared.
Yeah,
It was unreal.
I had you, but yeah, obviously, I was quite scared. But,
You're alright. You did well.
yeah.
I mean, do you feel more confident when you're in cosplay, or?
What, me as a person?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I look back at it, and obviously, it helps me forget about stuff.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. It's like a fantasy world, so you can just escape into like what you character you want to be.
Yeah.
It's like who you just want to dress as, and I love that. I love the spirit that people come with when it comes to it.
Well, obviously, you do it more often than I do. So, what would be your next big one?
After I've done the after I've done the Creepypasta one, my Slender Man, I'm doing Disney princesses, hopefully, which I can't wait to do because I get dressed up as Disney princesses. And I get to see the little faces of the children when they see me. They're so cute. Their little smiles. They're just like, it's like, oh, I love it.
So they're terrified of you now, then?
Yeah, I walk down the street dressed as Tiggy Toby from the Slender Man universe, and everyone just looks at me like, what?
That was what it was like a Halloween.
I did that as Cheshire Cat. I had one group of children that were absolutely petrified, and then there was like another group afterwards, and they were in love. They're like, can we have your picture taken? And I was like, yeah. I loved it. It was really nice, but you had to be careful not to scare too many people. I mean, I've scared a teenager before, and that was not fun. No, it was when I was dressed as Harley Quinn cross Pennywise. Someone had a fear of clowns.
Okay, that
and
makes
saw
more
me
sense.
and was like, I didn't mean to scare them.
That confused me a bit more. I was a bit like, okay.
I mean, would you ever do cosplays that are out your comfort zone?
Okay, that's a tricky one. I mean, yeah, I would. It's just there's some areas I wouldn't touch because obviously I feel like I wouldn't do it right.
Any examples?
I feel like doing like a cross-gender.
Gender bend.
Yeah, those ones. I don't think I could do it right.
I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, with the gender bend, I suppose they're really hard to plan.
Yeah, they are.
We've tried one with Alice in Wonderland where my brother dressed up, and it came out a bit strange. He didn't. It just he did it very last minute, so the clothing was not great. The wig wasn't styled, and it just ended up literally like he'd just put a wig on and just left the house. Like there was no styling, no makeup, no nothing to it.
Oh.
So yeah, it didn't really work out, but it was not bad for a first attempt.
That sounds like my first cosplay.
Yeah, but you tried. You still put effort into it.
Hardly. I had wraps around my hands and then a leather jacket.
That's still more of an effort than some people make. At least you did something. Like, you tried your hardest.
Okay, obviously, when it comes to cosplay, some areas haven't been touched. So, what areas would you like to touch?
Oh, in what sense?
So, like, obviously, cosplay, there's been areas that haven't been touched. I don't know, like, the clothing, marketing.
Oh, I don't tend to do. There are obviously certain cosplays that I don't do. For example, I don't do the anime cosplays.
Yeah.
Because they're just not for me. I can't imagine dressing up as an anime character. I don't have the confidence for that at all.
That's because you don't watch any, though.
Yeah, it's because I don't watch anime for one, but also because I know a lot of people that do anime cosplays, and I just feel like I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I give them so much credit for walking out of the house like that. I really couldn't. I feel like it would get cold as well.
True.
Because I'll like freeze.
Yeah.
Plus, I think doing, like I mentioned, the Disney princess, I feel like that would be quite interesting because it's something I haven't done before. Because I've tend to stick with more horror characters than fluffy characters, as my mum calls them. I mean, I've done a couple of Disney princesses. I did Belle and the Little Mermaid. I think that's it. Is that it for
I
the
still
Disney
don't
characters?
understand how you done the Little Mermaid.
My mum was helping me get across that house because I couldn't move because my feet were like that together, so I was just hopping. And my mum was carrying me around the house.
God.
I knocked my
How'd you get
fin
in the
multiple
first
times.
place?
A lot of struggle. I had to put on the fin first, and I had to put on the like the dress bottom bit, and I had to literally. It didn't even fit me properly. I had to have a bikini bottom on underneath that matched the tail.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was the highlight of my year. That
So
was.
obviously, you're doing a YouTube video, and it's linking in with your media work. Is there any more going to be linking in with your media work?
I'm not sure. The one linking with my YouTube for media is Chucky from the classic horror film.
We all know.
And I've never done something like that before. I've never done something with that sort of makeup and that sort of outfit. I do more males than females when it comes to cosplay, so the gender isn't a huge thing. But the character, I've seen Chucky once, and I have to study the film, and I don't want to do that because it's just a character that, I don't know, I got bored when I watched Chucky when I was like 12, so I couldn't do it. But I don't know if there's going to be any more linked into media. I might just come up in cosplay one day in college and just be like, yeah, I'm just doing this for fun, for other reasons.
Please let me know when you do that so I can be prepared.
I will. I'll just be like, the night before, Ryan, I'm coming in dressed as a character, by the way.
Great.
Oh,
Brilliant.
thanks for the warning. You're welcome.
I can imagine that.
Is there anything you wouldn't cosplay?
As I said, I think like the cross gender. I mean, some anime I wouldn't touch because I don't watch it.
No, I feel like anime's a hard one because everyone can cosplay as the same characters.
Yeah, like dressing up as a monster. I didn't understand it. I wouldn't do it because obviously too much work and too much money.
Oh, the money is such a huge thing. Like, you have to save up so much for like one character.
Yeah, it's just
I've met people in the past who have spent up to £1,000 on one costume, and I'm just looking at them like, how?
there's been some where like they tell me how much they spend. I don't expect more for them to spend. So how good it is.
You have to budget, that's the problem. I mean, some of the costumes that come out for £1,000 are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my Peter Pan cost me like £20 altogether.
That was 20 quid.
Yeah, the whole thing. I made most of the outfit, that's why. My most expensive one was probably my Harley Quinn. No, actually, I don't think it is. I think my Tikitobi was the most expensive because that came up to about 100.
Jeez.
I know. It's all the paints and stuff because you're painting the hoodie and then you have to buy the paint when you run out, and it wasn't very nice.
You're asking me about what I would dress up as. What about you?
Apart from the anime characters, I don't know. I tend to explore. I tend to go for anything. I'm not bothered at all what I dress up as. I can't really think of any characters that I wouldn't really do. I like to explore.
Fair enough.
So
I mean, how long are you hoping to do this?
I don't see it as a career because of how competitive it is. Because if you look how many people do it, it's kind of hard to make it as a career. But I'm hoping a hobby that will just continue for maybe the rest of my life. Be an old woman dressed up as Harley Quinn. That is my main goal in life.
Well, I think we've got to wrap it up there.
Yeah, I think we're done. Thank you for watching our podcast, and we hope you enjoyed.